Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will, and I am here with part of my misfit crew. I got my boy all in from TBH Dallas.
What's happening?
I got my girl Val representing the FW4 Live. What's going on, girl?
What up?
And I'm your host, Raider Will, and I am with TBH Westco. And guys, we got a jammed-packed episode for you guys today. Yo, lots of things happened since this weekend's win versus the Browns, so we'll talk about that. We got the Davonte Adams situation and everything going on with that and what you guys' thoughts are. And then we got our weekly Pick'em Challenge. So, guys, let's get right into it. Yo, let's start with the top of the news of the NFL, the top of the news of the week, the top of the news of the year. Guys, Devontae Adams formally asked the Raiders for a trade. Now, lots of speculation on what happened. Let me give you guys a little bit of the background, okay? On Monday, they say Devontae Adams goes into the front office and asks for a trade. I don't know if this happened before or after Antonio Pierce likes a Sports Illustrated comment or, thing where it says Davonte Adams there's a possible trade for him. He unlikes it. Then the next day, Kay Adams has her weekly morning show with Tay. Tay comes on, and in my mind, there's a planted question in there where they ask, hey, has Coach Pierce reached out to you and let you know what's going on with this comment? Tay's response was kind of nonchalant. Didn't say, hey, we're out there to get it next week. Was just like, hey, I can only control what I can control. And I'm going to go get this workout in. And that's all I know. Guys, that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell right now. I need to know what's going on and what you guys' thoughts are. So let's start with All In. All In, what's your thoughts on this situation?
I'm not surprised. I told you after the game Sunday that it was coming, and I called it before the season started. I mean, my opinion, I blame the organization, right? You bring in an all-pro wide receiver to play with his college teammate. Then we cut college teammate with absolutely zero plan aside from, hey, we're going to call Tom Brady. Tom Brady's coming. He's going to save us, right? That didn't work out. We call Carr back. Carr says, fuck off in so many words. And then now in 37 games, because Devontae's missed one, I think he's played in every game leading up to this last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be 37 games. He has had 6 different quarterbacks. That's ridiculous, man. That's an organizational problem. We got rid of Carr with no backup plan whatsoever. That's not why Devontae came here. I felt like if we didn't get a hot start, this was coming. As far as the AP comment goes, or liking the post, social media is stupid, and I think everybody gets in their feelings too much over it. That is what it is. I don't know, man. I expected it, so I'm not surprised, and I'm not mad at the man either. Like, at the end of the day, you got to be happy. You got to do what makes you happy. we all do it in our own work lives.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know,
No,
man. To me, I think it's an organization failure. I mean, it is what it is.
okay. Yo, Lady Val, what are your thoughts on the Davonte Adams situation?
I mean, a lot of everything that Alan says makes sense. And then it kind of makes you think, like, what's really going on, you know, behind the curtain for this to happen? And did it already start happening, So I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. I don't know what's going on. But on the plus side, we did play well with that. We played well enough to win the game without him.
No. Absolutely. Definitely lots of positives coming out of that Cleveland game. Now, hey, there is our boy, Matty B.
What up?
He
What
just,
up? What up?
Maddie!
How's it
yo,
going, everybody?
good,
Well,
good,
well,
good.
well.
I know, been a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo, Matty B. So we were just talking right now. Yo, the Davonte Adams situations. What is
Mhm.
your thoughts and your feelings on it? We talked about how AP liked the comment, retracted the like, how Davonte Adams went in there on a Monday morning and asked to be traded. We don't know if the like on the comment happened before or after that situation. And what's your thoughts on the Davonte Adams situation right now?
Oh man, you know, I've talked to you guys about this, and you guys know, I know you guys tell me about loyalty and stuff like that. The organization has to give loyalty, right? Um, but when you're a player and you're coming out, like I heard this thing today, and I don't know, maybe you guys might have heard it. I can't point the name of who said it, but they said that the writing was kind of on the walls in the beginning of the season because he wasn't listed as a captain. So it was kind of like one of those up in the air things. Like the organization might have probably already known about it to begin with, but they just kind of let's see see how it's going to go with the quarterbacks we have. Loyalty thing, like when you're Devontae Adams, if you weren't in it, you shouldn't go around telling everybody that you're here. I made my decision. This is where I'm at. I'm here for the long run. This is the decision I made. It didn't work out the way it was supposed to be, but this is where I'm at. Going back to saying I want to trade. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I get a little frustrated at because I'm like, it feels like players aren't loyal. Then again, the organization has to be loyal as well. So it sucks.
Oh,
I don't know. But another thing is if you ever seen Davonte Adams, right? He's a star player on our team. If things are going good, the guy's got smiles on his face, right? But if things start going bad, look at his attitude on the field. When he starts slamming his helmet around, he's sitting on the bench, he's not following the team. If that's the kind of guy you want on your team, or you have on your team, it's kind of a red flag. Yeah, So I mean, maybe we do have to split some, in my opinion.
okay. Yo, so we got a lot of different points of perspective here. Hey, we say all in says, hey, there's an organizational part that, failed. We got Maddie B saying, hey, this is a two-way street. This isn't just an organizational thing, but also the player needs to be bought into the system. And I believe, like you guys, and I think Val does, it's a combination of both things. Okay. First of all in is correct. Hey, when we brought Dite, we offered him the opportunity to play with his college buddy, to play with his friend. That was the whole reason he came. So that way he could be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to play with Derek Carr. That's who he wanted to play with. Now,
And Will, that trade was dead until Carr kind of reignited it, if you remember the reports.
No, correct. And that's how he came, right? And then you said it. Hey, we have Josh McDaniels comes in after the first year with no plan. Says, hey, Derek Carr isn't our guy. I know better than everyone. I can handle this. And guess what? He lets go of Derek Carr and has no plan. Says Tom Brady's going to come. Tom Brady is 105 years old. and he's going to come and save the franchise. Then guess what? He says, nope, we don't got that. We're going to sign Jimmy Garoppolo, and he's going to lead the franchise. Guys, I can see what Allen is saying, the frustration that built inside Davonte Adams saying, man, I don't have the consistency of an offensive coordinator. I don't have the consistency at the quarterback position. I don't have the guy that I wanted to play with and I came to play with. A combination of things, right? Then you have this post or if Davonte Adams came in before and said, hey, you know what? I want to be traded, then I don't think that's an issue. I think that's a mute point. Now, if that happened
Agreed.
before that, and that was kind of the thing that pushed it over the edge, then are we chalking this up to another AP learning experience? That's my question. So, all in, I'd be like, I'll start with Matty B since he's in the car right now. Matty B, before you start breaking up, if you get some bad reception, let me start with you. Yo, do you think that AP liking that comment is what pushed freaking 17 to do what he did?
I think maybe it had a little bit to do with it, but I don't think it was the whole reason why it's going down the way it's going down. I think it might have been like a little push in that direction, in my opinion. I think it was a little mistake by AP, in my opinion. I think he should have just, when you're in that position, you just keep quiet, do your job. Like, in my opinion, I don't say you gotta just, shut up and dribble. So I'm just saying, like, just, you gotta watch what you do when you're in situations like that, when it comes to your players or when it comes to your organization, It's in my opinion. I think it might have nothing to do with it, but I don't think that was what the whole thing came down to.
Okay. No, that's perfect. That's perfect, man. Hey, let's go with all in.
No, I honestly don't think it had anything to do with it. I think this all started last week after the Panthers lost, and he gets injured at the end of practice. I don't know. Is it a legit injury? Is it not? I mean, did we spill that? Tay asked for a trade on Monday to kind of cover up for what AP did on social media. I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns, man. I mean, like I said before the season, I thought there was a good shot this happens before the deadline. Especially if the season didn't start the way everyone had hoped, which obviously it hasn't, man. I mean, we haven't been a good football team. Let's be honest. For the majority of the first 4 games. So I mean, I've said since the season, hey, eventually we got to get a quarterback, right? So trade Adams, get what you can for him, and fucking move on, because this team is clearly more than a quarterback away from a Super Bowl contender. We got a lot of holes to fill, man, and I saw it coming, so I'm not surprised by any of it, to be honest. And how it started and how we got to where we are is, I don't know. Who knows, right? No, and none of us will really ever know.
No, absolutely.
So,
Val?
I don't know, man.
So, what's your thoughts? Do you believe that AP liking that comment was the thing that drove Davonte Adams to request a trade, or was it, was this just a thing like All In said? This was just a microcosm of everything. And I think All In, another thing is a lot of people were assuming it was Jack Jones not giving maximum effort last week. Baby, AP
Which in
fairness,
it was kind of.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
and he even did some of the same shit on Sunday against the Browns. I mean, just fucking totally kind of just lackadaisically throwing his arm out there at the quarterback. I mean, I don't know that the two drops Tay had against the Panthers, one was a hell of a play by the defender, right? He
Yeah.
came in, he knocked the ball out. He did what a DB is supposed to do. The other one, fucking, he damn near had his head ripped off. It should have been a fucking face mask call, and it wasn't. I mean, should he have held on to the ball? I mean, absolutely. A pro, of his stature, you would think, but I don't know. I don't know that I didn't really see anything Devontae did in that game to say, hey, that was a business decision. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I, see some highlights later. I don't know, but I didn't really see anything, in my opinion.
Okay. Val?
I don't know. I feel like things were, like Alan said, the things were probably already happening. And then if AP liked it, maybe, I don't know, maybe Devontae was like, oh, you're going to be petty, I'm going to be petty too. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened on the other side of what started it, what's leading to it. So.
No, I agree with you guys. Look.
There's a lot of skeletons in the closet right now.
Oh. Yo, the word is out. The skeletons in the closet. Yes, there is, Raider Nation. Look, there's obviously things going on behind the scenes that we haven't seen. Lots of frustration. It's just like Allen said, hey, man, you know what? This is a thing that's been brewing. This isn't a thing that's just been, hey, just look at how many games we've won since he's been here. I think we've won a total of 16 games. 16! When this guy played for Green Bay, he might win that in a season.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, he wins that in a season with Green Bay.
I'd be like, hey.
Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, he's only played 37 games. I think he's only missed the one this last Sunday.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a game.
37 games. Out of 37 games, you lose 21 times? Tell me I want to play there. Tell me I want to be the guy signing up.
Yeah, you guys also, I don't remember who pointed it out though, how many coaches he's had and how many like quarterbacks he's worked with and how many, I don't know, the inconsistency of having to try to rearrange and connect with people.
He's had an average of a new quarterback every 6 games.
I would say it like this, man. That guy has been through more coaches, more quarterbacks than some girls on Figueroa Street back in LA. And if you guys know Figueroa Street, it is a busy street. Okay? Busy. I'm like telling you right now. Obviously.
Maddie B.
The detour around that street.
You ain't lying. Hey, those detours. Lots of frequent stops. I'll tell you like that. Lots of frequent stops by random cars. But like I'm saying,
out there.
Hey, that is all a combination of it. All that, man. That's all a combination
of it. A lot of other comments too. Oh, Devontae didn't just come to play with Carr. That doesn't matter.
Bullshit.
Well,
bullshit.
If that doesn't matter, if that doesn't matter, then why are the Saints one of 2 teams he named?
He said, I want to go back and play with the guys that I know. He said, I want to play with guys that are winners.
And he had 1,500 yards his first year here.
That's what I'm saying, all right? Now, we know that where the situation's at and what is going on, right? So, guys, and now if we trade them, okay, lots of possibilities. We got Washington Commanders. You got the Jets. The people are saying the Chiefs. The guys are saying Baltimore. People are saying other teams. Where do you guys think and what do you guys expect to get back for Davonte Adams currently? All in. What's your expectations? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Well, I mean, since, it's been reported that, we'd take a second pick and other compensation for him. It ain't going to be more than that, right? I think probably maybe it depends on who it is, man. I mean, could they do a deal with San Francisco and go Adams for Ayuk and a 4th round pick, maybe, or maybe the Steelers for Najee Harris and a fucking 3rd round pick? I don't know. The Commanders, fucking, a few picks there. I've seen Dallas in the mix. They don't really have anything to offer other than picks.
That's
And
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
the
Give
Jets.
me a team and give me what you're taking from them. That's a possibility. We know the tons of possibilities. Give me a team and be like, what am I taking from them? And what do you see? I'll be like, honestly, I got to get what I want to see if everybody's on the same track. And I know that this is a really high possibility.
Well, I honestly think, man, I still think it's going to come down to the Jets, right? Like, if he's got a commitment from Rodgers for at least another year, give us Wilson and a 4th round pick, or
Okay.
we're not. If we get a player, the picks aren't going to be very high. I mean, a guy like Ayuk, you're probably, if he goes to San Francisco, you're probably getting a 4th or 5th round pick with it. I still think it's going to be the Jets. The Saints. I don't think they got the cap room for him.
They can make it a cap room. They can definitely make it.
Dallas is another interesting thing, and it's right up Jerry Jones' alley, right? They need a run game, but let's go get a fucking Pro Bowl wide receiver.
Yeah, this is my thing with Dallas.
That's Dallas.
I don't see Dallas doing it because they didn't give up they need a running game more than they need a passing game. If they're not going to pay that much for King Henry, why would they even try to offer? It's totally Dallas. Dallas would totally do something like that. But I'm just saying, like,
well,
that'd be so stupid for
cap hit is
Devontae to go to Dallas, in my opinion.
Does he even have a say like Carr did? I don't know.
No,
well,
he doesn't have a no trade clause.
But I mean, if they're on mutual agreements of, like you said, if this was brewing before and they were on a mutual agreement, but if the things were going to plan out this and that, this is what's going to happen if this doesn't work.
All I know is that's right up Jerry Jones' alley. We need one thing.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go get the fucking
Jerry Jones is
all right,
the new Al Davis in his older age.
Give me a team. Give me a team and what you're taking. I'll be like, give me a team and what you're taking.
I said, give me the Jets and Wilson in a pick.
Matty B. No, I'm on Matty B.
Okay, so I'm with them with the Ayuk trade, but my pick is actually the Jets. But I'm not going with Garrett Wilson. I'm taking Hassan Riddick. I want Hassan Riddick, and I want to build on my defense because I know I have a bunch of plays. I know I have a bunch of things on my offense I got to fix. So trading for one wide receiver for another one disgruntled wide receiver for another one that ain't gonna have a quarterback to throw to him, I'm not trading for Garrett Wilson. I'm getting Hassan Riddick, and I'm building my defensive line, and I'm gonna go build around my defense, in my opinion.
Let me ask you this: you already got $200 million on your defensive line. You're willing to bring in another guy and pay him another $100 million who hasn't been able to work out a contract with 2 teams? That's a bad move, man.
Hey, hold on. I got you. Look, you're looking at it and saying, hey, we're bringing on this guy, lots of money, lots of contract issues, stuff like that, correct? Hey, we're looking at it.
Also, a guy who hasn't played a down this season.
Hold on.
Don't forget that.
I got you, baby. I got you. All
His
right?
blood pressure is going through the roof right now.
I know. Look.
Who?
Right now.
I'm watching the Braves and Padres.
Well, shoot, no wonder.
Has the Padres hit a base yet? Have they hit the ball yet?
They're up 1-0 and they're winning. They're winning 5-2 right now.
Shit.
All right.
Hey,
series.
Now we got the Padres. Yo,
I don't watch them enough.
But here, let me tell you this, okay? Malcolm Kuntz. We don't know the seriousness of the knee injury. Okay, Tyree Wilson.
Well, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, but I'd be like, we don't know, what's the I don't know what the recovery time is, et cetera, et cetera. Every athlete is different when it comes to that. Okay. Then you have Tyree Wilson. Okay, he still hasn't developed into the guy that we thought he was going to be. I get that we're bringing in another defensive lineman, But right now, because currently we don't have that guy opposite of Max Crosby, shit, we don't even have Max Crosby. Okay. This could be something that could remedy that situation. And I believe because the Jets are having so many issues with that contract situation, they might be a little bit more giving and saying, hey, we know that this guy's a contract issue. We're going to give you a number 2, this guy, and something else.
I don't see that, man. That's a lot.
Hey,
But
go ahead. Go ahead, Madby. Go
on
ahead.
top of that, though, what I was gonna say is like, if we release Devontae, right, we have a like, what is it? What's our dead cap? If we, it's like what, 8 million or 18 million or something like that.
120. It's going to be $120 million.
But
No,
that
it's only
after nothing's guaranteed
million
after this year.
next
Nothing's
season, I
guaranteed
saw.
after this year. This is the only year that he'd be guaranteed money. The last 2 years of his contract, he has no guaranteed
That's
money.
what they're saying. They're saying that next year, if we get rid of Davonte
we would have
Adams'
127 million, right, in cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I was getting ready to
Yes.
say was we're gonna have 120 something million in cap next year.
Hold on a minute.
What? Because we're
Well,
at
you're gonna have
79 million.
Are you talking
missing.
cap space or dead cap?
No,
cap
well, I said
space.
dead cap this year, but next year we would have 127 million. We would eat a dead cap this year on Devontae.
It doesn't hit the. No, you eat a dead cap next year of 23, almost 24 million. I just saw
I
it.
thought he didn't have any dead. I thought he didn't have any money next year guaranteed.
They said it's a dead cap hit of 23 million next year.
So it'd be next year. Okay, so it's still following. What, 127 million? So
that's where I'm kind of confused because I'm pretty sure I saw in the reports earlier that we saw 127
million.
million.
Restructure his contract if he goes to another team, right? So the other team would restructure his contract, and then
it depends. It depends. There's certain teams like
he's only got 13 million owed right now, and then after November 5th, it goes down like just under $1 million a week.
Yeah, but what we're saying is that he doesn't have any guaranteed money left on his contract.
Yeah, but there's a dead cap. I saw it. There's a dead cap hit.
Yeah, there's a dead cap
should have
hit,
fucking
but
next season.
Okay, so what?
I thought I seen something too where we would have like 127 million next season as well if we were to let him go. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll have to be like we're done. We beat that horse. Yeah, let's move on. Hey, guys.
So, hey, real quick, what would you guys be willing? What would you guys? It's okay. Say the deal, and Reddick's now a Raider. I mean, what kind of money gets that deal done? Watkins got what? Would Watkins get or Wilkins get this year? Max is what 120 something. Wilkins like 95 or 105.
80 or 80. It was like guaranteed 80 million, wasn't it?
For Wilkins?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
I want to say,
you got other holes on the defense to fill.
Because he had a pretty big contract. People were worried about when he got his contract. He got a lot of guarantees.
Yep. But hey, guys, all right. Like we said, hey, let's move forward from this. Let's talk a little bit about the Raiders' offense. Right. Let's talk about Luke Getze. Guys, we're 4 games into the season. We got Luke Getze in command of the offense. We thought we were getting a razor sharp mind, a guy that was going to put our offense over the edge. And we looked like a Ford Pinto. We are supposed to look like a Ferrari, but we can't even get off the starting line. All in, what's so far your analysis on Luke Getze the first 4 games?
He sucks. And the run game sucks. Madison, I mean, I said it after the Baltimore game, get Madison to Baltimore. Get him some more carries. They did that. He looked better. Supposedly, according to AP, he's going to get more carries this week. And I mean, for the love of God, stop trying to bounce Zeus outside the tackles. The dude can't do it. You run him up the gut, he's fine. Bounce him outside the tackles, he's fucked. Just stop. Luke Getze is terrible, man. However, I did think the offense flowed better, a little bit better without the focus of Tay being in there. I feel like it was maybe a little bit of weight lifted off the shoulders. Like, hey, we don't have to focus on Tay and feed Tay the ball because he's going to get mad. I thought that was a little bit smoother. I like, we got a little bit more creative. But let's be honest, Luke Getze ain't going nowhere until after the season, especially after this Devontae deal. That would be a horrible look on Antonio Pierce if he goes and shit cans Luke Getze right now for as far as future candidates. Right, we were already late to the game in the offensive coordinator party. We lost the guy they wanted. Right, he's killing it with the fucking quarterback we all wanted. I don't see him going anywhere. We're in this for the long haul, man. Buckle up. We got another 13 games of it.
Oh, man. Here we go. Yo, next, Lady Val. Give us your assessment of what you think is going on.
Well, Sunday's game, our offense did look a little bit better. It didn't look too crazy. So, different training, different play. It did, like I said, it did look a little bit better. Could be better than that. I guess depending on Sunday's game, kind of just see, like, are we just gonna play good or decent for one game and then go back to the same shit? Or, are we gonna, push on the gas? Are we gonna keep playing like that every single game now and just keep trying to progress, like, and get better and better together as a team? Again, everything Alan says always makes sense. He always calls shit before it happens. But yeah, so I liked it. I loved seeing Madison. Like, I'm getting his jersey next.
I would advise you to hold on while I'm buying jersey. Yeah, but yo, Maddie B, what's your assessment of Luke Getze?
Well, I'm not buying a Getze jersey, that's for sure. Anyway,
You sure?
nah, I mean, so like you said, I think we said this before. His number one offense last year in rushing, or he was working his way. I had a pretty good rushing last year, right? In the last 2 seasons, yes, he did.
He's
He was
number
like top
one and
5,
number
right?
two.
Number one, and two. Okay. So look at his quarterback he had too. Like you guys said, his quarterback was what made him the top rushing offense. Um, so
Yeah, but
Getze is
he
just
also missed a fuck ton of games in those 2 years.
yeah, he did too. He did. We don't have the pieces that he had in Chicago. He can't run the same system in Oakland and Vegas the way he's running it in Chicago. We don't have those pieces. We don't have those guys. You can bring in a Whitehair and anybody from that line, but you still have the guys that we have in place that don't run that scheme. So you've got to use the pieces to their advantage. You can't just put them in there and expect them to do it. I'm doing it right now with my 10-year-old using. I'm coaching right now. You can't just.
No, I get it.
It's just it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? Like
I do.
you got to use your pieces to their advantages, man. You can't just throw them in there and expect them to run the same kind of scheme you had in another area that you coached.
So you're saying, I get what you're saying. So you're saying what you have to do as a coach, you have to adapt to your players.
Adapt to your players, yeah. Adapt to your players, yes. Just
Let
I
me
think
ask
he
you
did
this:
better
is
yet
it
last.
offensive line?
No. Hold on. Okay.
So I
Is
think
it
last
O-line or
week
running
was.
back?
I think it's a combination of both. I don't think our running back can run in those zones. And I don't think our line can block in those zones. I think our line is a downhill blocking team. And I think if we run a zone scheme, if we run a zone run, our running back can't run those, dude. He gets tagged. He doesn't know how to do it. He's not good like that. He's good straight down the middle, like you said. Our line, look at last year. When we blocked and he ran down the middle, he was a beast last year. Why are we backing away from that? So I think it's a combination of both. We're not using our pieces right. So I think last week, this is another thing on the offense. We were in shotgun almost every single play the last 3 weeks. We finally get under center and look at what we were doing. We were running the ball. We were moving the ball. We were confusing the defense. We weren't just back there throwing the ball or running out of shotgun. Yeah, I think we got to get better. We got to get better, man. We got to use our pieces right.
Did we go under the center that much? I don't
No, we
recall
went
that.
under center 3 times. So let me follow up with Matty B, okay? Like, this is where I want to jump in because I agree with Matty B, okay, on a lot of aspects on this, okay? Fuck, man. As a coach, your job is to maximize your players' ability and put them in the best position to do what they do best. Right now, as Matty B has said, our offensive line is struggling. Zone blocking is totally different than power blocking. Okay. We are a downhill team. If you looked at where Zeus had success last year, guys, if you watch the fucking film, is when he runs power. He decides where he's going to go, and he's going to run there as hard as he can. When we are talking about using zone running scheme, okay, what he has to do is be patient in the backfield. Wait for blocks to open up, see the hole open up, then attack, accelerate, and get in the hole. Zeus does not excel at that, okay? Here's my thing. We went 3 times underneath center. Twice was to go hut. You ain't fooling no one. You ain't fooling no one. Oh, because you went from underneath center, all of a sudden you think you're going to get the other team to false start? Get out of town. The other plays, we did the end around play, which was absolutely successful. Like Matty B says, when you go from underneath center and you give the defense a different look and you make them plan for different things, you can have success. But let's be real. Looking at the way Zeus is running the football right now, ain't nobody running the football. We can't run shit. We are struggling. Why are we continuously running zone? Why are we continuously running him outside? I don't care that your scheme is an outside run zone team. If you got inside zone guys, if you got power guys, switch your shit up. Do something. If you got guys that you're coming out and you're saying, hey, man, we're coming out from shotgun. We don't have any aggressiveness. We're fucking throwing the screen every 4 plays. I can't get going downhill. I can't pound this guy to death. No wonder our offensive line is struggling. No wonder they don't want to fucking block. Because guess what? You're not playing to their strengths. And that's where I agree with Matty B. I agree that, yes, all these guys are professionals. I'm getting it. All these guys are high-paid athletes. But at the end of the day, man, all in it, if I brought you in because you're really good at changing oil, but I put you to change brakes, and I expect you to perform the same way, am I being realistic? I mean,
Absolutely not.
So what the fuck are we doing with Getze? I mean, like,
Hey,
let's put a fucking circle into a square fucking hole. Let's just fucking ram ourselves into the wall and continuously do bullshit. How many times do you got to get fired before you realize that shit doesn't work? All right, I'm gonna let it go. Val, I'm gonna let you take it over, girl. Go ahead. Give us your thoughts on Getze.
And I did. No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you already did.
Yeah,
Good, let's move forward.
I was like, wait.
hey,
Okay.
and,
You guys are so heated tonight.
can we expect? I mean, Getze before he went to Chicago was a quarterback. What'd they call that? Anyways, he was a fucking assistant quarterback coach, right?
I don't give a damn.
And he just I'm not surprised. Is all I'm getting.
No. But here's the thing, okay? When you sign up to do the job, okay? When you go in there, if I hire you, bro, if I go in here and I say, hey, man, I need you to run this shit, and you go in there and I say, I got you, bro, and you sign that contract,
Right, but McDaniels did the same thing. Gruden did
and
the same thing.
and where are they at? And where are they at?
Well, probably, Gruden had some secret emails. He'd probably still be our coach.
Well, that different thing. But where are they at, though? That's what I'm saying. They all fired.
I'm saying though, how many aside from Andy Reid, how many coaches adapt, right? And it took Andy Reid 5 or 6 years
Ben
to
Johnson
build the team.
adapts. Ben Johnson came from high school and he goes in there with the Lions, and all of a sudden the Lions look like the freaking NFL team. Like, hey man, we going to fucking championship game every year.
No, I get it.
Did you tell me Campbell's the offensive-minded guru there?
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying.
Why are we surprised? We got like the last fucking pick of offensive coaches, right? We were late to the game, and we wonder why we struggle. Like we fucking found this great hire by a guy who just got fired.
Hey, this is where I was like, yo, I would have preferred trying new blood. I get that, he came in and beat us last year, but just because you get lucky, just because you get one win, doesn't qualify you to be an offensive coordinator, obviously, in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
it goes back to the organization making just shitty fucking decisions. We can never get the fucking. We never seem to get the right fucking guy.
Shit right.
Well,
I'm not saying AP's the wrong guy. I'm talking strictly offensive coordinator.
How many people did we go through before we got AP?
Hey, all I got to say is this. Let me just point this out. This is what we're talking about after a Raiders win.
I know.
I mean, like, this is our lives as a Raiders fan. We cannot get our shit together. It's like, hey man, we can win.
What happens when there's drama? We usually make the playoffs.
We need some consistency in our lives.
I mean, like, controversy, is a good thing for a team. But man, can we avoid it? Can we actually be the team that people don't go like, hey, what the fuck are the Raiders doing this year? Oh shit, what the fuck are they doing? I'd be like, but at the same time, it's like you guys said, look, he doesn't want to be here anymore. Now it's time to move on. Look, the best option that the Raiders can get. But there has to be some remedy for the fucking drama, man. I'll be like, we gotta stop sipping on the scissor, or we need to stop getting in our own way and start doing things the right way. And this is, I think, a combination again. I'd be like growing pains by our coach. We have a young coach. Growing pains by our offensive coordinator. We have an OC that's inexperienced. But again, we all knew this coming in.
Hey, quick question.
Go ahead.
Is Marvin Lewis? Is he
He is the assistant
coach.
Is he defensive guy? Okay, all right. I was just trying to figure out. I couldn't remember if he was defense or offense. I couldn't remember for a second. I think it was
who knows? But
because he ain't an offense
Tom
coach.
Coughlin. Tom Coughlin. He was an offense, wasn't he?
I think he's another defensive guy.
And I don't think Tom Coughlin's not officially a coach. I don't even know how much he's in the building anymore, to be completely honest. He's more of an advisor. Let me ask you guys this. This whole Tay fucking drama, in my opinion, it'd be a lot like firing Getze, right? What does this look do for future free agents? Right? We already struggle to get fucking big time talent in the free agency, right?
So
what does this do? What does this do for that?
So I'm gonna bring some
question out here. Oh, go ahead, Will.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna read a comment that we had from a previous post from a previous thing on YouTube from one of our listeners. I'm gonna read it to you, and then then you guys can go. But go ahead, man. I gotta
I was
find
going
it.
to say, I think the answer to that is how well we played this year. Can we push through the drama and can we make a playoff push? Can people will free agents see that AP means business? Doesn't matter who you are, but if we slack out and we lose every game, that's going to be a big. It all depends on how we play this season. If we end up overcoming all this stupid shit that's going on right now, then I think free agents are going to be like, this organization's got something going on. AP's got something brewing. And if not, people are going to look away. It's going to be hard for a couple of years until AP actually gets it right. We're going to start winning.
So we had all that hype and we had all that good, positive vibes, positive energy. All the players were fucking, yeah, AP's our guy. All fucking endorsing him, right? We had all that the last 9 games of last season. We beat Kansas City. We fucking were close to the playoffs. We were, the vibes were up, right? Like that's like picture perfect of what you want to draw free agents in. And it fucking got us shit this year besides, Wilkins.
Something happened.
So there's okay. I'm gonna answer your question with this first of all. Okay, you asked, what does this show to free agents?
Yes, future free agents.
First of all, to future free agents, what it shows is that right now we're dysfunctional as fuck. Just straight up. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Hey, we're dysfunctional. We have a lot of holes. We have things we have to fix. Can we remedy them? Absolutely. We're 2-2 right now. I'll be like, this season isn't over because we're going to lose one player. Okay, this isn't that. But this is the remedy part. What I'm talking about is when you're bringing in free agents, and you bring them in, and when you fucking tell them, hey man, we're bringing you in and we're promising you this. You don't fucking change the plan the next year. You don't go and you say, hey, you know what? This fucking coach knows better than the rest. There has to be a plan. There has to be a short-term and a long-term plan. There has to be a vision. That's where the Raiders fail. We change our vision with every single guy that comes in, every single coach. We're not patient. Raider Nation is a win right now type of fan
You don't
base.
have an owner that knows anything about football, so he hires somebody else outside the organization to call the shots. And then
That's most owners.
Well, and I actually don't think it's just the Raiders in a win now fan
it's
base,
the Jets.
right? I think
the Jets. It's a lot
I think it's the NFL in general. This is what the NFL has become.
Correct.
Nobody's patient to develop anymore. Nobody's patient. Tom Brady fucking nailed it, and we'd have to find his interview that he did when he was talking about college programs and how they used to develop guys, and guys would sit for 2 to 3 years. Now with the fucking transfer portal, it's a fucking business now, right? Guys are they got to play now. They want to get to the league and get paid, and the league is paying them this fucking ridiculous amount of money in hopes that they're going to be something. And fucking, the quarterback position, for example, that fucking don't work out that often.
now they're getting paid in college, so
it's a fucking mentality. It's a league-wide mentality, right? The whole win now thing, and fucking, we've been losing for so long. I think it just adds to the frustration.
No, I got you. Now, like I said, I was going to read you a comment. Okay, we were talking about, this was a previous comment talking about, the Davonte Adams situation when it was back with Deshaun Jackson. This comment came from Michael Green 490. Okay, it says, you're forgetting that this is the same organization that almost ruined Randy Moss, Marcus Allen, and now it's doing the same thing to Davonte Adams. Guys, this right there, when you're talking about bringing in free agents and you have a trend like that, like you're bringing in marquee players and they are struggling within the organization and they are not producing. This has been something that we've had at the organizational level issues with for years.
At least the last 23 years.
So when it comes to the free agents, I think, again, as an organization, it looks bad that we cannot keep good coaches. We cannot keep good players. And it seems like every single player that is good wants to eventually leave.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be like, again, it's an organizational thing, but right now, not a good look. Lady Val, you with us on this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, I don't think there's really much more to say on that, man. But, guys, let's get it to the fun part of the show for the Pick'em Challenge this week, baby. Lady Val, let us know what this week's score was. Or
So,
win
for week
loss record
4.
for week 4. Who came
For
out
week
on top?
4. Ooh-wee. Okay, so it's funny. So Alan and Gunny tied up this week, or for week 4,
What's that? What's the
For
record?
first place?
11-5.
11
God
and 5.
damn.
Hey, I should have
Hell yeah.
went down to
Pretty good.
Vegas and put some dinero on that.
So
Pretty
it's
good, but not too bad.
it's funny because Alan and Gunny tied for week 3, and week 4 they both tied, and they're both tied for first place right now in the long run. So
Oh,
All
so
right,
you guys
all
gotta
right,
stop
all
taking
right.
each other's picks.
Yeah, you got 1 and 2.
And I think some of our picks were fucking different too. A couple
yeah,
of games, like
yep,
I lost one and he won it.
yep,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. Then who's in third place?
So in third is Maddie B.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got
Wait,
Better
Maddie
than last than
B.
last year.
hold on. No, hold on. Yeah. So Maddie,
Are you
9-7.
recanting?
No, 9-7. I didn't
Thank you,
mess
guys.
Okay.
up.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
didn't
Thank you.
mess
Thank
up, okay?
Okay.
and then after Maddie, it's me.
Woo!
So I had 8-8, and
Ooh,
then
No,
500.
that's not possible.
500.
Yeah, there's 16. I'm thinking 17.
That's
Oh
16.
yeah,
8
yeah.
and 8.
16. Yeah.
Where's
8 and 8.
I was thinking 17 for some reason.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Oh, I
And
meant
then
1.
tied for last place in week 4 was Will and Boba 7-9.
Mm.
Hey, you
That's
gotta do that. You know, on like The Price is Right when they get it wrong, if that they make that sound effect, you gotta get that one.
All right,
But all
Step your
together,
game up, Will.
damn it,
I
man.
know. All together, though, for the long run, Alan and Gunny are tied for first, 20-12.
Okay.
Bova is 18-14 coming in. Maddie is 17-15.
a little over 500.
Will
That's good.
16-16.
Ooh, breaking even.
And then we don't need to discuss me, so
Yeah, hey, put it out there.
13-19. Shut up.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Hey,
1 week
no,
you can fix that. Turn
hey,
that around. 1 week you can turn that around.
no,
Yeah, you can
nobody's
turn.
Listen,
judging.
it was from week 3, okay? I was 5-11.
All right. Hey, Val, do you have the list of games that's going on for this week?
You know I do with my handy dandy pick'em chart.
All right, ladies. So, hey, start us off. What game we got?
Okay, Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
Call us out. Now, you're in charge now.
Allen.
Why do I always got to pick first?
Because you're first on the list, buddy.
That's fucking gay.
You be
Tampa.
happy?
Tampa's a better team, I think. Tampa's surprised the fuck out of me.
Ooh. Oh,
They
Tampa's
beat
in
the
Fuego.
brakes off of Philly.
Huh.
Okay,
Philly
so
is
you
not
got
the
Tampa
same
Bay.
team anymore.
No, whatever hit them last season after their 10-0 start, fucking it stuck.
Yep.
All right, Gunny chose Tampa Bay. Will.
Tampa Bay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Just saying. Matt.
Okay.
Man, this is a tough one. I don't know because I think Atlanta can come in. Give me Atlanta. I think they can come in and make an upset. I think
That's what
That's
I
in
was
Tampa Bay,
thinking.
correct?
what's that? Is it
That's
in
in
Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay, correct? You got to tell us where the home. Well, who's the home team?
Wait, didn't tell me that. It just has it on here.
What the fuck? Well, you had to make that chart, didn't you?
Yeah, but she didn't look at who's the home or
Listen,
the
it was already made for me, okay? I just had to print it
Well,
out.
well, tell Joe he's got to
Oh,
put home and away on there.
what's that? What's that called back in school?
No. Hey, the game's in Atlanta.
Yeah, give me Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with I'm still rolling Tampa.
Okay.
Okay. And then Boba chose Tampa Bay.
Gotcha. So you got
All
2
right.
Atlanta, 4 Tampa Bay.
Yep. New York Jets. I think it's at Minnesota.
Correct.
Ooh, Aaron
Alan.
Rodgers hurt?
No,
Okay,
No.
fine.
Okay.
Matt.
Matt.
Let's go, Matty B.
Me?
no,
Yeah.
I was answering Matt's question.
Oh,
That's why I said no. He asked if Aaron Rodgers was hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Give me Minnesota.
Boba chose Minnesota. Gunny chose Minnesota. I chose the Jets. Will.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. You guys ever seen Fargo?
Alan.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
That was shit conditions last weekend. I don't know that the Jets lose 2 in a row. I'll go with the Jets.
Whoa.
Jets.
I was thinking the same thing for a second too, Allen. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, I gotta take Minnesota. They're on a streak right now.
Oh, that's another reason they may lose.
Right.
Sam Darnold is balling though. I give it to him. And
Yeah, he is
the
balling.
Jets were a missed field goal away from winning that game.
Yep.
They were. Like all the Denver fans I hear, it's funny. They're all like, "Yeah, we won last week." I was like, "No, you guys almost lost."
All right.
Like, if they would have made the field goal, you would have lost. I mean,
Like
it's
if
not
it
like you went out there
wasn't
and put a
fucking
beat down on them, dude.
right, he fucking won 10-9, and it was pouring ass
Brown
fucking
speaking in
rain.
underwear, man. Like,
Yeah.
Horrible.
Let's go. All right, who's next?
That's it. Carolina
game.
at
No, who's
what?
picking? I didn't pick.
What are you talking about?
I didn't pick for the Minnesota.
Yeah,
game.
you did.
Oh yeah.
You did.
You did.
Oh,
said
we're going
Minnesota.
on to the Panthers.
Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. We're going on to the Panthers, huh? Panthers first.
mm-hmm. Pay attention, Will.
Now get your shit in order.
Come on, Val. Get it together.
What's the next game, Val?
Hey,
Carolina.
you know what?
Carolina at Chicago.
Carolina.
That is a shitty. But
Is that who you're picking, Will?
Ain't
You know what?
nobody care.
Ain't nobody care yet. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care.
Matty B,
Damn, that's
who
a
do you?
shit game.
Give me Carolina in that. I think Andy Dalton's gonna outball fucking Caleb Williams in this game.
It's that red rifle, baby.
Yeah, he's a
I
better
picked
quarterback.
Carolina. I picked
Caleb
Carolina
did have
as well.
a good game yardage wise last week.
He did, but he's still a rookie.
He still sucks.
Yeah.
He's a fucking fruit pop.
Gunny chose Chicago. So did Bova.
Fuck.
That's in Chicago?
Yep.
I chose Carolina. Alan, who are you choosing?
Ooh. Come on.
I think Chicago's defense is better than Carolina's. I'll go Chicago.
Chi-town.
Chicago doesn't want to wake up on Monday morning like the Raiders did last week.
Neither do the Panthers.
But
That's expected, though.
Yeah,
shit.
they might turn things around. We might not.
True that.
Never know.
They
True
got a
that.
quarterback.
All
We don't.
We'll be all right.
Yeah,
What
now
do you
we'll
I
got,
be
think
Val?
we'll be okay. Baltimore at Cincinnati.
That's
Alan.
gonna be a good game.
Gonna be a good game.
Alan?
Man, I think Cincinnati's struggling. They're fucked this year. Give me Baltimore.
Baltimore.
That division is the hardest division to pick a division game in.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, you're not lying.
Yes. That's one of the most competitive divisions year after year. They could all be fucking 0 and whatever in that division. That's still fucking
Slugfest.
yes, every game.
Denny chose Baltimore. Will?
Baltimore.
I go Baltimore. Maddie B.
Yeah, give me Baltimore.
Hey, could you imagine Adams to Baltimore with that run game and Zay Flowers on the other side in the tight
Dude,
end?
what?
Ooh.
I'm getting more than just a second round pick out of Baltimore, though. If that's the case, fuck that.
Well, yeah, we fucked ourselves by saying what we would take. Never show your cards. That's like buying a fucking used car.
Exactly.
Idiots.
Boba chose Baltimore as well.
Awesome.
All right, we've got Miami at New England. Maddie B.
Give me New England. Miami sucks right now.
Well, you ain't lying. Their fucking problems are deep. They're deeper than a fucking missing quarterback.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not doing good right
now. Boba chose Miami. I chose Miami. Will?
Patriots.
Denny chose Miami.
What
Alan?
Patriots.
All right, Cleveland at Washington. Will?
Washington. And the rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels.
I don't know, man. Brock Bowers.
Ice mode.
Hit it. That'd be the shit.
All right, so everybody picked Washington.
Tight ends don't win that award, brother.
He ain't gotta win that one.
Hey,
I know. I just.
Hey, is he still too small to play quarterback?
Who?
Is he still too small to play quarterback?
Not no smaller than fucking Minshew. Tell the last boy.
Somebody told me that our quarterback's mustache creeps them out.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking shit, but doesn't he look like a dirty jockstrap? Like, he just looks dirty, bro. Like you go into his house, there's probably food and fucking garbage all over the floor and shit. You know, like fucking beer cups and shit that were fucking the beer pong table set up from last week still.
Like a
he
college
doesn't have
dorm,
a house, bro. He lives in a van.
Get it right.
In his van, he's got.
Well, and I'm sure he
Shit,
probably
that's
got
all he's got in there.
Yeah, probably a dirty jockstrap or two in there.
I think it's an old school bus too, if I'm not mistaken. When he was on the Rush, Max Crosby's podcast, I think he said it was like an old school bus he converted.
They pulled it out, made a van. Shit in there. Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's go, Val.
Reel it back in.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
My bad, y'all.
Sorry. Smell through the
Maddie B
TV
comes
last
back
week.
on the show. We can't keep it straight.
I am like appalled.
Did you just say Caleb Williams isn't straight? I've been telling you that for months.
What the?
What? Who said that?
Told you he's a fruit pop.
Oh my
God. Who said that? Who said anything about that?
I don't know.
I took pretty
Where
good. My
all in
bad.
got that from. All right, Val.
I'm just here. All
Go ahead,
right.
Val.
Colts at Jags.
Now, who is the quarterback for the Colts this week?
Joe Flacco.
Colts.
Yeah, Jacksonville is shit.
Oh, dude. Telling you, I think they fucked up the worst out of all the quarterbacks this offseason.
So everybody choosing Colts.
They
Yeah.
they paid him. They paid him.
Oh my
And they got to
gosh.
eat that shit. That's
Miami
going to be
boy.
the next fucking Russell Wilson contract right there, bro.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rashad
All right,
Khan has the money to do
so
it.
everybody's
Look
choosing
at old
Colts.
Daniel Jones, same thing over there too, man.
No,
They
you
Retard.
nice.
signed him too.
Buffalo at Houston. Allen.
Ooh, that
So
is a fucking game.
Game of the
might actually
week.
watch that game. What time is that
Game
game?
of the week. No, that game is 11
It's
a.m.
an
game.
afternoon game, huh? Afternoon?
No, it's a morning game.
So it's
Morning.
a noon
Morning?
game out here,
Okay.
yeah. Man, I think Buffalo gets back on track. Give me Buffalo.
All right, Gunny chose Buffalo. Will.
Buffalo is for fucking real.
Except last week.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're not going to be perfect, but they're for real.
They are for
All right.
real.
Boba and I both chose Buffalo. Maddie B.
Where's it at? Houston or Buffalo?
Houston.
Houston.
Man, give me Houston on that one. I think they beat them.
You sure?
I'm sure. Give me Houston on that. It's going to
Maybe
be a
whip
good
out
game. It's going to be
the
a damn good
white out
game, but I
here.
think Houston can pull it out with a field goal at the end.
Hey, that should be the Sunday night game and not fucking goddamn Dallas and fucking Pittsburgh.
I know.
Oh, that's the Sunday night game?
Yeah, that's a trash ass game.
Yeah, dude.
All right,
I
we're
got
in Denver.
Oh.
That game.
What'd you say, Val?
We're in Denver.
Ooh. Fuck y'all, team.
What do you mean who?
Yes, sir.
Did I say enough?
We better be fucking ready to play. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Denver fucking
Hey.
wants that dub.
We'll be in
Bad.
that game.
Yep,
We'll be ready to
How
go.
many-
We'll be freaking
How many games have
primed
they
up,
lost so
baby.
far in a row?
Ooh.
To us?
Who?
9.
Mm-hmm.
They're
believe.
ready to beat us. I'm telling you right now, that team
8
is
or 9.
ready to beat us.
Eight. It's been the last,
Since
4 years?
2020.
Last 4 years, because we've been here since 2020. So the last 4 years, the last 8 games. This will be 9
Yep.
if we win it.
I thought is it only? Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah,
9
2 a
already.
year.
Sweet.
All right, we've got Arizona at San Francisco. Allen.
That's going to be a good game.
Man, Kittle's back, Debo's back. Give me San Francisco. Although they got defensive problems more than offensive right now, and that's not where they're injured.
Yep. I am going to go. It's in San Francisco. Give me San Francisco by a hair. I'm like, I see some type of turnover, some type Kyler Murray trying to make a play, and he screws the fucking pooch.
Maddie B.
Give me Arizona in this game. I like the way Kyler Murray's playing right now. San Francisco just don't look good. San Francisco just don't look good right now. Even if they got all their guys back, how many games have they missed so far?
Just 2.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
They won big last week.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Green Bay at LA Rams.
Who did you and Gunny pick?
Gunny.
Or Boba, I'm sorry.
San Francisco.
Okay.
Green Bay at LA Rams. Maddie B.
Rams and who?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Ooh, give me Green Bay in that one.
That's going to be a good game, I think.
I think it will be too. I think Green Bay gets it though.
Allen.
The Rams are banged up.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I think Green Bay. I think they're going to get their get back for losing last week. That was Jordan Love's first game back last week.
Yeah, he should have
Then
came
he
back this week.
chose the Rams. Will?
Green Bay.
Boba chose Green Bay. And I got Green Bay as well.
All right.
All right, New York Giants at Seattle. Maddie.
Seattle.
Give me Seattle.
Oh, who said that?
All
Me
in.
and Allen.
Make that 3.
Gunny chose Seattle. I chose the Giants. And Boba chose the Giants.
Seattle's not happy about that loss. I'm pretty impressed with their young coach, actually.
I just don't see the Giants being able to put it together.
No.
They're terrible.
You never know.
They are bad. They are bad.
Dallas at Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Dallas.
I ain't taking Dallas.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Dallas just got some issues. They're. I called it before the season. They're going to miss the playoffs.
Yep.
So who you choose?
Pittsburgh, fool. I said Pitt.
Oh.
I told you. Just Pittsburgh.
All right, Gunny chose Dallas. I got Pittsburgh, and so does Boba.
Okay.
Justin
All
Fields
right.
had a day last weekend, even though they lost.
No
Good.
doubt. He's playing good. He's playing really fucking good. But go ahead, Bob.
New Orleans Saints and the Chiefs.
Oh.
You know, give me New Orleans in that game. Give me New Orleans. Chiefs looked like dog shit last week.
So
Chiefs
I
are
should
banged up, man.
Hey.
Yep. Give me New Orleans.
So is New
all day.
Orleans.
New Orleans
They're
didn't
better.
look good either.
I
I
choose
think
New
they're a better
Orleans.
team.
Okay.
What about Gunny and Bova?
They both chose the Queefs.
Who you got, Will?
Fuck.
Don't you do it, Will. Don't you fucking do it.
Queefs.
He did it. He did it.
Same.
Fucking did it. What a fucking. Never mind.
What a dick.
Hey, there's
What an
there's
asshole.
money
What
on the
a
line.
dick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man.
Never.
All right, y'all.
Hey, there. You know
Go ahead.
that the Saints just the last 2 weeks, man, they look bad. Although last Sunday, Carr took them down, fucking game-winning touchdown, and the fucking defense just let Kirk Cousins fucking
shred
get
them
all
apart.
over him. He absolutely did.
And that's where I'm like, that's what I see. But yo, now let's get on to the best part of our show, Val's Corner. Val, what do you got for us today?
Well, you have a new subscriber. It's my friend from Duncan, Anthony, the Giants fan. So he's like, I subscribed. I didn't realize y'all had that many followers. I'm like, yeah, keep listening. So I go into this Duncan all the time. So he's like, hey Val, what's up? Like, that's how much I go there. And he's like, Raiders won. Like the first thing he says. I'm like, yeah. He's a Giants fan. But he follows and now he's a watcher or yeah.
He's a follower
So
now.
what you're saying is you can't never walk in and be like, the Giants won, because they just don't do that.
All right. Hey.
I
Well,
had to, Val.
Listen,
Sorry.
you know what? When I walked in there, I was like, one job. That's all they had. One job. He's like,
Who'd they play last week?
shoot, man.
Who
Come
did
on,
they
man.
play
Why you
last
asking me?
week?
Why you asking me about the Giants?
Because they're
man?
gonna know it.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they weren't winning that game.
Yep. Yo. But yo.
that's about it. Other than these Cowboy fans are like, at least we're not losing a good player, and y'all suck, and y'all can't keep players, and blah 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 blah.
Well,
Yeah.
That's about it.
we all know what we got to say to them. Fuck
Yeah,
your
keep
team.
choking.
Yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are terrible.
Keep
But
choking. You're doing
Hey,
great
look,
at it.
I work with some realistic Cowboy fans. Like my boss, after their fucking win week 1, he goes, well, Dallas peaked for the year.
wow. Well, at least we're not there yet.
Yeah,
But
he's like, they peaked for the year.
no
At
doubt.
least we're going
I
to the
said,
Super Bowl.
well, we shit the bed already, so
Sure,
Yeah, we haven't
no
even
doubt.
came out
that
the
was the
gate.
Chargers game.
And all right, guys, yo. So we're getting to the last part of our show. Guys, for this weekend, make sure you guys link up with me and Maddie B up in Denver. We will be at 5280 for the Blackout Mile High with SSJ in the motherfucking building.
He's
Lady
not going to be
Val
supervised. Who we?
has
I will
let
pray.
him off the
I'm gonna be
leash.
praying for you guys.
Val, what
Right.
happens in Denver stays in Denver. Except chlamydia. That shit comes home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. But SSJ will be
You
in
know
the
what? That
building.
boy's gonna get tested when he comes back. Don't even.
My God. Here we go. Thanks, Olin. See what you started? Hey.
I'm gonna check all his bags before he goes to the airport.
Oh my God.
Just
But
give him a
yeah.
couple shots before he gets on.
Oh, he
Oh, dear
probably already
Lord.
has a couple.
Oh,
He's
he'll be
already going to
drunk
be
at the
loaded. He's going to
airport,
be
no problem.
loaded.
He's gonna be there with Lala, so.
Yeah, so he'll be
yeah.
loaded. So SSJ will be in the building. Then we will be at tailgate lot C, 10 a.m. with the black hole at the game. We'll be there. We'll be doing some videos. We'll be having some fun. So make sure you hit me, Maddie B, or SSJ up. Then we have All In down there with TBH Dallas. I believe they'll be doing their game day at the Hangout, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that is where?
In Irving.
In Irving. And then we have our girl, Lady Val, that will be rocking it at Shankerton's with DFW, I believe. So make sure that you guys go down there and hit her up. You got Tony B at Flaming Joe's in Spokane, Washington, and Gunny Raider
It's off the grid.
wherever he is. So, guys, if
Somebody
you guys
find it. Maybe we should do a game where somebody should find Gunny.
find a Gunny Raider,
Then they gotta tell us where he's at.
Where's
Exactly.
Gunny?
Make
Tag
sure
us
you
some
guys
clues.
That'd
tag
be
some clues,
hilarious.
post them. Make sure you guys send us an SOS for it. All right.
Yeah.
But guys, we're at the end of the show. It's all about. Oh, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know about the show. We ran a little bit long today, but it was a little bit expected as to a lot of things going on. And Maddie B is back on the show. So,
Yeah,
guys,
buddy.
hey,
Yeah.
yes, sir. So, guys, it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders. Let's go.